Hi, I'm Liz Crow. I'm a bloodstock agent, partner at BSW Bloodstock, and co-owner of Elite Sales.
And Monomoy Girl in the final furlong of the Central Bank Ashland has the lead by 6. Eskimo Kisses a distant second. Patrona Margarita third. It is all Monomoy Girl to take the Central Bank Ashland. Eskimo Kisses second. Patrona Margarita third. And Dina Del Sur fourth. 1 minute 43 and 3/5 seconds.
She was down in the bottom barns. Gainesway was selling her, and what I liked about her was her professionalism and how calm she was when she was, being shown. And there were a lot of people. I think it had rained the day before, so kind of all the agents and everybody were stacked on top of each other, and it was just, she was so calm amongst a lot of chaos, which I really liked. I also loved her balance and just athleticism. She had a huge forearm, huge gaskin. Obviously, she still does. A great length to her, huge length to her hip, which I think is rare to find sometimes in fillies. I thought she was definitely a dirt horse to me. She was so powerful behind. She had such a strong hip, such a strong gaskin. I just thought, for sure she'd be a dirt horse. And then so when Brad called me and said, I think we're going to start her on the turf, which was mainly because of her gait. She wasn't very good out of the gate early on. So we just thought a 2-turn turf race would allow for her to not, if you go 6 furlongs on the dirt, you need to fire out of the gate and be right there. And he was worried she'd kind of flop out of the gate, which she did. And she was last early in Indiana and closed, circled the field. And so we ran her back on the turf. So it's kind of like I was wrong there in the beginning because I thought I was buying a dirt horse and she ran on the turf a couple times, but obviously ended up being a dirt horse. Got to give all the credit to Brad to kind of figuring that out for her. So I think we thought she was a graded stakes filly when she won the Rags to Riches. Just the way she did it, second faster than the boys, won by 6 lengths. We were kind of like, okay, this is probably a grade 3, grade 2 horse. And the Goldenrod was definitely, the race we had in mind right away. And when she ran second in the Goldenrod, we were obviously really disappointed. She went 46 for the half mile and lost on the wire. She ran a 91 Beyer. I think it was the second fastest running of the race since Rachel, or in its entirety, 75 years, other than Rachel Alexandra. And we were like, wow, 91 Beyer as a 2-year-old. This is a real filly. Brad and I were really nervous, just like a lot of pressure on your shoulders to win when you're 2 to 5. But to win at Keeneland, they just make it such a special experience. I think it's one of the best places in the world other than Saratoga. I mean, there's a few spots to win a grade 1, and that's so meaningful. So yeah, I mean, it meant everything. And to win it with the connection, Saul as the owner and Brad as the trainer and Paul Sharp broker, and just kind of all came together. She's doing fantastic. She just skips across this ground here. Obviously, we know she likes Churchill. She won over the track. It is her only defeat, but she's, always run well here, always trained well here. Energy level's great. Obviously, we weren't pumped to draw the 14 hole, but at the same time, no horses are going to come in and pinch her or anything like that. So I think we're excited. We feel like she's going to run well. Brad has kind of drawn up a game plan, I think, for the most part. So I think the main thing is just how does she break? Obviously in New Orleans when she was in the 8-hole and she was the widest post, she broke a bit to the outside and kind of hit the side of the gate. We're hoping that doesn't happen to her on Friday. But I think the game plan is just to see how she breaks and have Florent put her in a position where she can kind of go comfortably on the front end, near the front of, hopefully somewhere in the front half of the race. We'd like to be in the top 7 kind of, but you never know. You definitely want to support the people that support you, or you want to do well for the people that support you. And so I just thought, I hope in this group of 4 or 5 that he let me buy, one of them can really run. And to me, really run means win a stake or win a grade 3 or something like that. So this just feels like kind of came full circle, and it means a lot to have this filly here, have him be on the ownership line. Michael Dubb's been a big supporter, Stuart Grant as well. So just to have those 3 guys, and to have Brad Cox train as well. I mean, he's been a big supporter as well. So it just kind of means a lot to have those connections involved.